What's up, Fantasy Champions? Spotlight Sports Network is excited to tell you about an amazing deal from Thrive Fantasy, your place for daily fantasy sports and esports. Right now, with promo code SS Network, Thrive Fantasy will match up to $50 of your first deposit. So go to thrivefantasy.com and sign up now with promo code SS Network. That's thrivefantasy.com, promo code SS Network.
Bitch, I'm a ball, bitch, I'm a ball. Don't get no ball, don't get no ball. What's in my cup? What's in my cup? Full of that punch, look at that punch. Bitch, I'm a ball, ballin' like Kobe. Ho, keep it moving, cause you do not know me. Bitch, I'm a ball, ballin' like Kobe. Ho, keep it moving, cause you do not know me. Bitch, I'm a ball, can't talk in Milwaukee. Tell my dog sick of me, ain't do no barking. Pass me some greens, you know I'ma spark it. Mama got ass, told her to arch it. Pull up at the spot, hop out and don't park it. Bino say, always keep one in the cartridge. With Joey out pepper, so we going toxic. Came from the swamp to visit the tropics. Check out the scenery. Tell lil' mama to the backwoods right by the lake. I heard they want the news. Well, we got it just for you. What's your team? Who your player? Who your crew? I heard they want the news. The spotlight is on you, and if you in the hot seat, it's times two. I heard they want the news. Come tune in to the crew, but we got the hook up just like black and blue. I heard they want the news. Spotlight Sports, what it do? Hit subscribe and that like button too. I heard they want the news.
What is up, everybody, from you beautiful people in the entertainment land of the internet and all those who are inhabited? It is I, the host with the most. I am MalcGoolie. As always, brought to you today by the man who doesn't know what humble is, and hopefully this season, when his Sixers let him down, and when Key in the building don't choke him out, I have money. Fluffin' Mitch. How are you, Mitch?
I'm doing good. You know, the Eagles just got Boston shot back. We got, we got players back. And, I'm doing good. Sixers are losing right now.
There's nobody that announced Mitch. There's nobody important. There's nobody.
Yeah, no, but
he
it
didn't
just
do nothing but Hassan Reddick. But moving on.
And if you can hear in the background, that is our producer of the show, and that is Miss Key in the building, who is always in the building. Sometimes she'll be in the car. Sometimes she'll be in the basement. Sometimes she'll be in the DJ session. But either way, she is always here.
Yo, cannot have a party without me.
Yeah, we can't have a party without you. We can. You're the glue. What is up, Keith?
Sure.
Dub will be on here. He's having some technical difficulties. I'm shocked that he didn't cuss people out at work today. So I hope and pray to God he didn't cuss somebody out today. Also, we get the return of Vince McMahon. D is back. Vince McMahon, Vince's role model is back. D is back. And yeah, we got a lot to cover. We got, first off, Scott Hall. We're going to be talking about some of our favorite moments from Scott Hall. Big E injury. This was brought up by Dub, so when Dub comes on, we will talk about that. And also at the 9 o'clock hour, we have James, former WWE superstar James Ellsworth. So tonight, this show is loaded. Yeah, rest in peace to the bad guy. Rest in peace to the bad guy.
Everything's going to be, hey, yo.
Everybody's going to be like, hey, yo. And speaking of, hey, yo. Well, it seems like Thunder Rosa's championship reign is over with before it even started. She vacated the title today. Apparently, she is going through an injury right now. So, on AEW Rampage, which I think they might do later on tonight, I think she's going to vacate the title. So what does AEW do? Do you give the belt back to Britt Baker, or do you just let somebody else get a shot, or do you just do a tournament for it? I mean, we all know AEW tournaments has been good. I mean, their world title, number one contender shot for the world heavyweight title was pretty good. The TBS title was pretty good. I'm pretty sure with the women's title it can be even better. So we got a lot to cover when it comes to that. Speaking of that, I want to go over that steel cage match, by the way. Was it better than the lights out match that they had about a year ago? To me, the answer is no. I mean, the match was great, don't get me wrong, but it cannot touch the lights out one.
Nope. I'm just saying that. Oh.
And we got a donation from Mr. Sam.
Oh,
did you
shout
know?
out to the super chat.
Super chat.
Thank you for that $5 holler.
$5 holla. Holla! If you hear me. Philly Sports Talk saying.
Holla, holla, holla.
Did you know about WWE just signed Cody Rhodes today? He will have a match with Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 30. We'll talk about that as well. There was a lot of moments from Raw and and you know the way WrestleMania is what 2 weeks away, and so far, you know, at first I was gonna say it, WrestleMania is on life support. Is it still on life support? A little bit, but there are some matches that they actually are giving a damn about to give us time and effort. Like, I can't wait to see Edge versus AJ Styles. Mm-hmm. I can't wait to see Edge versus AJ. I can't wait to see. And yes, if you see him in the background, that is lightning. It is raining here in Indianapolis. So yeah, it is a little hectic, and you can hear the thunder and the lightning. Great.
Great.
So other than that, thank God I'm not on my computer. I'm on my phone, so that makes it even better. Tournament, it sounds like a great idea. Hey, at least Seth Rollins curve stomped a leprechaun. LOL. Oh my God. Oh my God. But anyway,
that was so bad, but it was funny.
Anyway, let's talk about the bad guy. As you all know, Scott Hall passed away. It was around Monday night, during Monday Night Raw. He passed away. And I was upset about it. I've put in my 2 cents on my favorite moments from Scott Hall. Personally, my favorite moment is when he came back to the WWE with with Nash and Hogan, and his WrestleMania match. And you know what the sad part is? WrestleMania 18 is Scott Hall's final WrestleMania. Think about that for a minute. WrestleMania 18, and at least he went out in that WrestleMania with a bang, because he took on Austin and probably had one of the greatest selling of the Stone Cold Stunner I think I've ever seen. The first stunner, Scott Hall still on his feet. The second one, the man flew. Another moment from Scott Hall that I always love and always love is when him and Nash made the jump to WCW, and that was pretty dope. And speaking of dope, we have the boss. It's his house, and he lives here. And I'm so glad they have Scott Hall.
That's what you got.
Hey, I call you Tony Khan. They're the ones who call you the other guy.
No chance in hell.
What's
up, y'all? What's going on?
Ah, man, it's so sad, man. Scott Hall. We're just going through favorite memories for me. Like when him and Nash made that jump and the NWO was formed. I mean, that really changed the course of wrestling, man. It really did. I mean, Vince McMahon had to change up his style of how he was doing business. WCW was just basic. The NWO was just on fire, and it all started with just Hall and Nash. I mean, without Hall and Nash making that jump, who knows? Maybe WCW would have never beaten WWE. What? How many weeks was it? 82, 84 weeks in the ratings?
Yeah, about 82 weeks. Yep.
82 weeks in the ratings. Without that 82, there wouldn't be nothing. And what the hell? Oh my God. Okay. Nothing. Brock Lesnar just committed murder. He just murdered Roman Reigns with a forklift. He drove a damn forklift.
And Roman Reigns is still gonna win the title. I mean, yeah.
But
please, I swear to God.
I don't know if Mitch said anything about Scott Hall, but
I didn't yet.
But I want to say this. This is how I became a Scott Hall fan. The Intercontinental Champion feud between him and Shawn Michaels in the first ever ladder match at WrestleMania. I watched that match to this day, and it doesn't get old. It doesn't get old. When I say you want to put greatest Intercontinental Champions of all time, Shawn Michaels and Scott Hall is that. They are the epitome of the Intercontinental Championship. I don't care what nobody say. Even before their time, I feel like in that era of when WWE was at its on top of his high horse before WCW came in and took over, that feud to figure out who was the Intercontinental Champion. Scott Hall was saying him. Shawn Michaels was saying him. And once and for all, you had the white belt and you had the regular Intercontinental Championship belt. Who was really the champion at that time? And I think those feuds between Scott Hall and Shawn Michaels, it just doesn't get old. And honestly, I have to say, like, you can say what you want about Shawn Michaels. He was already on the rise, but I think Scott Hall in that ladder match excelled Shawn Michaels to be what he was later on down the line. That's just my personal opinion of it. And I feel like when it comes to Scott Hall, like this went left field. It went actually left field to how he passed. He was what, 63, if I'm not mistaken?
63 years old.
But that's really all I have to say about it.
What is up, Mr. Dub, man?
What's happening with y'all?
How was it today? Was it bad without me today? Was it hell? Did I miss anything? Was there a fight?
Nah, it wasn't a fight, but
damn it.
It was a shit show as usual.
Like, was it as bad as yesterday's shit show, or was it just your normal everyday shit show?
It's like a mixture.
Like, Mitch, you laughing, but me and Dub work at a damn shit show. God damn it. We work.
That's why I wanted to get to. He should have been a world champion. That is a fact. He should have been.
Yes, Scott Hall should have been a world champion.
About it.
Was he? No, he was never world champion in WCW.
So let me put my 2 cents in about Scott Hall. His feud with the 1-2-3 Kid. That was good too. AKA X-Pac, AKA Six Pack, whatever the hell you want to call him. Sean Waltman, the 1-2-3 Kid. That was a classic. That definitely was a classic.
Is that the one when he put a diaper on Sean Waltman?
And AO. Sorry, I had to say that.
AO.
Hey, you know, if I could like screenshot WCW Thunder his promo, I would put it up here. We would not get copyright for it. That's the funny thing about it. if I can quote his promo, it'll go like this. You selected Scott Hall, big trouble for you. I'm going to rough you up, you little punk. I'm going to rub your face in the mat. And when it's time, boom. Scott Hall, man. Dub, you got any memories that you want to say about Scott Hall as we share our memories and love from the man, the bad guy?
So, let me see. I say I started watching around 97, 98-ish is when I got into wrestling.
Okay.
I think he had already jumped ship by then, right?
Yeah, 96 he jumped ship.
Yeah. So I didn't really like catch him until he was already, you know what I'm saying, they was already doing the whole Outsiders thing. He was already in WCW.
Right.
But when I went back to watching, you know what I'm saying, the whole Razor Ramon, I fucked with it. Him with that, yeah. I fucked with it.
He was basically Tony Montana, the wrestler.
I know. That's why I loved it.
That's basically what the Razor Ramon gimmick was.
Yeah, he was like Tony Montana. He was
like
like Al Pacino. He was just like
His name was the Diamond Stud before Razor Ramon.
Thanks. He was one of the first guys to actually like come in and wear the gold chain and have the swagger and the charisma. Like he's just one of those guys that he just felt a presence like when he walked through that curtain. You know what I'm saying? So,
yes,
absolutely.
And another moment,
be like him to get the wet Jerry curl with the little
the Jerry curl.
It make you listen. I'm old. Me and Dub is old. I mean, Key old too. I'm just saying. But listen, we go back. We go back. Dub, you
no. I'm watching SmackDown too at the same time, and I'm thinking, why did they give these folks a pickup truck?
See, I told you. So Brock is apparently Stone Cold Steve Austin.
That's why I don't watch SmackDown.
That's why I don't watch
at the same time.
Brock Lesnar is apparently they turned Brock Lesnar into Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's basically what they did. But anyway, shoot, here's another feud that nobody talks about. What about Scott Hall's feud with the Ultimate Warrior? I mean,
that was kind of an underrated feud, though. A lot of people
very underrated.
I watched that one though. I did.
I mean, you had Ultimate Warrior coming out with the most chillest promo I've ever seen. Saying who did he have on his side? He had the big boss man on his side, and then the Undertaker saying, "Oh, the jungle better fair of me. I want a better nails and a better razors and a something where Gorilla walks a bend when I have law and justice on my side and the Grim Reaper right behind. What are you gonna do?"
I'm sorry to bust people bubbles. I know we're talking about Scott Hall, but I just got a notification on Bleacher Report that Chattanooga is about to upset Illinois.
Damn it, Illinois. You're choking football now. You're choking.
I didn't even have Illinois going far.
Illinois.
I had Illinois in the final 8. I ain't gonna lie.
I think I had them in the 16.
Jesus.
There's only
right now Chattanooga's up by like 12.
Right. How much time? 2 brackets left.
At that time, it was like 10 minutes, so I don't know.
Wow.
There's only like 2 brackets left.
I didn't. You see why I didn't do no brackets this year.
Bro,
I only did one bracket. I only did one bracket because I don't do March Madness like that because whatever you do, your bracket is screwed. Don't do
March Madness this year because Butler ain't in it. That's why.
It's not even because the Butler was in it. Even if Butler was in it, I would still get it wrong.
D, you ready for tomorrow?
It depends because I might be on this live stream. I might be on that live stream hungover the way I'm about to feel tonight.
What time's the game? Because I might be going out.
Don't know.
5:15.
Yep, I'll be out.
Yeah, I can sleep in. Good.
Well, let's talk about Mitch. Razor Ramon, Scott Hall, memories.
Hey you.
What else is there? You guys pretty much covered everything. I just loved his power bomb. I loved his maneuvers. That's the one thing I'm gonna
Razor's Edge.
It wasn't actually a power bomb. It was like
it was a crucifix power bomb.
It was like
it's a crucifix power bomb. That's what.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's a crucifix power bomb.
Yeah, I mean, who does that now? Damien Priest?
Damian Priest does it.
It's something
Roman
like
Reigns
that,
does it. Roman Reigns does it.
Hold on, y'all.
I ain't gonna lie. Oh yeah, by the way, I did pre-order. I actually not pre-order. I actually did get WWE 2K22. It will be mailed to me in the next 3 to 4 days.
Oh, you didn't get on your
that jump.
Oh, you can't get on your system?
Dub can tell you, I am a CD collector. If you don't believe me,
Yeah, I believe that. I believe that.
Because I show returning my boy. Like, bro, I go digital. I'm not buying that now.
I'm gonna see Goolie to feel like this with these games. 1, 2.
I don't know why. Maybe
now, not.
Maybe because of me. Maybe because I'm just an old school type of gamer. But I'm not a big fan of digital like that. Even though I'm gonna have to get used to it because CDs are gonna be obsolete. But I've always been a fan of hard copies. I just want to say, hey, at least I got the game. At least I can, take it to a Comic-Con and let somebody sign it and be worth even more money.
True.
You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna hold you, bro. All I want to do is find me a fatback PlayStation 2, find an external hard drive, and find me somebody that can put them old school games back on that motherfucker.
There's a PlayStation.
You ain't trying to sell yours, bro. So I ain't trying to.
Yeah. You should know that.
I got a PS4.
I want a PS2.
It's funny. My dad found a PS2 because over here in Philly, he's sanitation. He works for the trash for the city. And he actually gave it to me, but then I gave it to somebody else. I wish I still would have had it because I definitely would have sold it to you.
My girl wants to get me a PS3. My girl's trying to give me a PS3.
Listen to me. You get y'all know you already got the games, but you get a PS2, get an X on a hard drive, bro. You can put Fight for New York on that joint, NBA Shoot on that joint, bro. Scarface, Godfather. Come on, man.
And the funny thing is, I got Scarface the game too. That's the funny thing.
Bro,
I got a copy of that. Bro, I always be cruising. I don't know why. There's only one song that was missing from it. The one song I always play, Diamond in the Back, Sun Rooftop, Dig It, where the gangsta lean.
You talking about the original or the remix?
The original.
Oh, okay, cool. All right.
Because that I'm sorry, you can't remake some. There's some songs you can remake, and there's songs that you can't, and that's one of those songs you can't do it unless you have.
Yes,
so
Chad.
you didn't like Ludacris' version?
No, Luda's version was okay. It was just a modern version of it, but it was just a modern version of it. It's hard, but it's not the same as the original. Yeah, Cody is signed with WWE.
What?
Now I know who to pick. Cody or Seth Rollins. I know who to pick now.
Nobody told me. Hold up. Wait.
Yeah.
Because everybody in the chat been saying that Cody got
WrestleInc.com has confirmed it.
Wow. So yeah,
Stardust. Here we come. Here's Stardust. It's not he's
not.
I feel like it's
if Vince has him go out as Stardust, hell no. And D is muted, so then he's out. Okay. I ain't gonna lie, Seth Rollins versus no. Actually, have him, dude. You got the rights, or he's
back.
He's back. He's back.
Somebody said he's gonna be in the 24/7. Not
what I missed?
Still muted.
That's not how you treat people.
I'm not muted. What are you talking about?
He's not muted. Well, guess what? He signed.
Okay.
He signed.
I found out that Cody signs to WWE, right? So I didn't believe him. So
Cody signed to WWE. What the fuck?
Exactly. Like I said. So I get on Twitter.
He signed with him.
So I'm reading the first thing I see is they're gonna put him in the 24/7
official. It's official.
He's gonna be
official. He's been signed.
When that comes into play.
It's official. He's been signed. You already know what match he's gonna be on.
He's a fucking Indian. He's like a fucking Indian giver, though. Like bro, you talk all this shit about WWE when you came to AEW. You slandered the fuck out of them, and then you go kiss Vince's ass again. Go back and be Stardust. Go ahead and do it.
That's
exactly what the fuck went.
Remember when he knocked out Triple H's throne? He's going to be
fucking Stardust. That's
right. He probably put the throne back together.
Oh.
He probably put the throne back together. Because remember, Cody's beef was not really with Vince. It was more with Hunter than anything. It was more with Hunter. Because he had nothing to say bad about Vince. The only thing that he got mad about is the fact that he couldn't take any of his father's legacy with him. How much you want to bet? Maybe they had a deal. Like if Cody was to leave, maybe they will give him his father's royalties. You don't know.
It's not the point though, man. Like
I know him going back, but
it's like me telling Goolie that, like, Goolie, you ain't like Goolie. I don't even know how to put it. Like, okay, so
I know what you're saying.
You get what I'm trying to say. Is like, I like Goolie. I'll tell Goolie to leave his girlfriend to go to another girl, and then he goes to another girl and go to another girl, and then go back to the other girl. Like the fuck.
First off, bro, this is the wrong person. You need to talk to the man with green right there. That's his scenario.
Chat, I am retired.
That's his scenario.
All I'm saying is at the end of the day, Cody Rhodes just sold to the WWE again.
I love how Dub just looked at like, did this man just told my business?
Bro,
no.
I'm retired, bro.
So technically you telling me that Dub is a hoe.
Whoa, I'm retired.
I'm just asking because I don't know. I'm just asking, brother. I'm just asking. You a hoe of all hoes?
I was.
Godfather?
I was. I no shame in my game. I was.
What changed that? Your whole train came to one person, right?
Hey man, sometimes you find a good conductor.
So he's a monogamous hoe.
No, there's a fucking monogamous hoe. You can't put those two together.
No.
Three out of the 5 people that's on this damn live right now. I mean, I don't know if Mitch got shorties or anything. I don't know if Mitch is a hoe. I don't know.
No, he's 69. His action figures.
Come on.
Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons. Give the failure. I know.
I need to go find a defibrillator.
Mitch, that was for your own good. That was for your own good.
You have to timestamp that.
Mitch, that was for your own good, bro.
Is it wrestling action figures?
Yeah, it's true. You know what?
Action figures.
No, it'd be Joel Embiid. No, Joel, give me the Joel.
Man, you can't do that, man. You can't do that.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Do that, man. All I gotta say, at least Zach LaVine is a Raiders fan.
I ain't mad at LaVine, a Raider fan. Shoot, hey, he with us.
But
he with us.
God,
hey, hold up, but wait, I do gotta congratulate y'all on finessing Devontae Adams.
Yes.
Because boy, y'all finessed the fuck out of that trade right there, boy.
I love you. I love you.
I called it from the beginning.
You're a Colts fan, right?
Huh?
You're a Colts fan, right?
I am.
Y'all getting Baker Mayfield.
I know.
Gardner Minshew.
That shit's
They're not getting
depressing.
Gardner Minshew. But
hey, look, Dub, it's not that depressing because think about it. He got an offensive line. He got weapons to throw it to.
He only got one weapon. He only got one weapon, and that's Michael Pittman. Come on.
And then he got a running back. We got some running backs.
We got Jonathan Taylor, but we getting off topic here. We
off topic.
Failed to forget Mitch action figure his 69. He's 69. His action figures. G.I. Joes and G.I. Janes. Yep. Mm-hmm.
G.I. Ho.
I mean, I'm not a monogamous hoe. I'm not a hoe. I'm just going with the flow. Ha! Bars.
Let's bar on Big E. Apparently, and this is from Dub, and I'm so glad Dub is here. Dub said this in a break room about sometime this week.
Thank you.
That Big E's health is not well. Let's just say his neck injury could be as to the point of like Edge territory. Like his career
Oh,
could
man.
end.
It's like borderline edge territory. Like it could be okay, but then again, it might not fully heal.
So it could be like a page too.
It's stuff like that that I can't actually go back and replay and watch because I see so much talent in Big E,
bro. So
and
much.
it's so much talent, and I just feel like I don't care what nobody say. Vince McMahon buried him. He shouldn't have lost that. The way he lost that title, he should never lost the.
I mean,
let me say this. Key, you go. My bad.
If he has to just say he can't come back, at least he was champ. He was 10 10-time tag champ or whatever with.
And at least he holds the WWE title.
At least Intercontinental.
Yep, Intercontinental.
Surgery. He don't need surgery. But that sucks if he can't come back from that.
It does suck. And here's the thing. I don't want to say wasted because here's the thing. At least they had the balls to put the title on him.
Yeah.
That's the one thing. I can't say wasted. And I can't say wasted because remember, he was what? Wasn't he like the second or the first NXT World Heavyweight Champion? Then he became Intercontinental Champion. Then was Big E U.S. Champion? I don't know if he was U.S. Champion.
I don't think so.
But multi-time tag team champion, broke Demolition's record. The list goes on and on. I can't say wasted, but let me just say, his WWE title run was a miss. I want to say misused. It was a misused title run.
It was a missed opportunity for me.
They dropped the ball. I can't call Big E's time in WWE wasted. You can't say that.
Okay, so here we go. We got for Big E. He was a world champion. He was Florida championship. He was in Florida championship wrestling champion. He was NXT champion, Intercontinental champion, and then he was tag team champions.
How many tag team titles? Like what? 10?
8. Yeah, it's about 8 as of right now.
8. And then also one for Feud of the Year with him and the Usos. It put both those tag teams on the map.
He's a 2-time Intercontinental champion, 2-time Raw Tag Team champion, 6-time SmackDown champion.
And he won the Rumble too, right?
No, he never won the Rumble.
No, he won the men's Money in the Bank in 2020.
Oh, it was Money in the Bank.
Wow. Yeah, he never won the Rumble.
He before successfully cashing in a year later or two to win the WWE Championship, he's becoming the 33rd Triple Crown in the company's history.
Oh damn!
Okay. See, yeah, wasted is not the word you should use
for Big E.
Yeah, wasted is not the word for Big E. Wasted is not the word.
But here's the thing:
he just had more potential to go do more.
Just to say mishandled. His WWE title run was mishandled, just like Drew McIntyre's WWE title reign was very mishandled. I'm still not over that.
How long was McIntyre's again?
Won it from WrestleMania, lost it at Hell in a Cell. So from
6 months,
it was a 6-month reign. He should have been champion for a year.
He should have.
You should have been champion for a year.
Longer.
I don't know why WWE doesn't.
That's a great question. What would his theme song be?
Right. Hey, you never know. What's that one song that goes, say
I want
goodbye.
Legacy. I want that Legacy song.
That song can go with Cody.
They're going to bring back smoke and mirrors on your duck ass.
Bro. Okay, I'm going to say this about Dub. I'm going to say this about Dub. Dub can kill your dream. You know why? Dub can kill your dream. This man.
One thing I can say about Drew McIntyre, it says he did return to WWE in 2017 as the developmental brand of NXT, where he won the NXT Championship at TakeOver Brooklyn 3, becoming the first man to win the championship in his TakeOver in-ring debut, and first in WWE wrestler to hold it after having previously won a championship on the main roster. Now, upon the WWE's main roster in 2018, he won the Raw Tag Team Championships and the 2020 Men's Royal Rumble match and the WWE Championship in the main event of Part 2 at WrestleMania 36. He is the first British World Champion in WWE and the 31st Triple Crown Champion in total. McIntyre is a 5-time World Champion in professional wrestling.
Oh yeah, because his title reign in TNA too, because he was also World Champion in TNA.
Right. I'm
he
sorry,
beat Matt Hardy for that though.
Real quick, Juice. Where's Deshaun Watson now?
What's happening, Juice?
Where's Deshaun Watson now, Juice?
You got to deal with Jameis Winston, which that's not a bad thing.
No, there was a talk about the Colts getting Jameis Winston last time I checked.
Yeah, but that was just because of the Deshaun Watson situation.
Oh, okay.
If Deshaun
They're gonna
Watson
get
would've went to
Mayfield or
New Orleans,
Minshew.
Jameis would have went to Indianapolis.
They're not getting Uncle Drew. See, you know what? No, you're 69 Uncle Drew. That damn mustache. Stop it.
Pause.
Uncle Drew is Kyrie.
It's Uncle Rico.
Uncle Rico, Uncle Drew. Who cares?
Uncle Drew is Kyrie.
Are we talking
That's
Kyrie?
crazy. I got an Uncle Rico.
It's Kyrie.
Who
Irving.
cares? Who cares? Don't care right now. I want to go back to this green light man right here because this man could kill your dreams. Okay, I don't know. I should have shared this in the group. WWE is working on a new championship since they're combining both belts.
No.
Actually, believe it or not, the belt looks fantastic. So here's where Dub.
The belt looks okay. The belt
looks okay.
Pull it up. I would love to see this belt.
It looks fire. But then
where can I find this at? Where can I find it at? Because
I'm about to upload it right now. I know I saved it. Yes, I did. It is on here. It looks fantastic. It looks good. But then this man on the bottom had the nerve and the audacity to say, watch WB have the strap green. That's when all my hopes and dreams just died.
Let me see this belt. Let me see this belt.
I want to see
Hold on, I'm about to bring it up so everybody can see. Hold on.
Yeah, I would love to see this damn belt because Goolie talking highly about it, and it better not look like a Powerpuff ass belt. I swear to God.
I like the design, and hey, guess what it's called? The WWE World Heavyweight Title. That's what it's called.
And it better look like it better have some feel to the old heavyweight title. Because if it doesn't, then
they're not gonna have that old feel. And we have another guest. We have yep. There it goes. Yep, there go Rob.
What's do, Rob?
Robbie E. What up, Rob?
What is going on?
I want everybody's opinion.
TV off and put on the weather channel,
I can't wait to see this belt. I swear, this belt looks like.
All right, it's coming in T-5 seconds.
I'm telling you, if this belt
if
it looks like I could get it from Burlington Coat Factory, I swear to God.
not Burlington Coat Factory.
What the hell is this shit?
Oh wait, it's in the group chat. I thought you were putting on share the screen.
Yeah, it's in the group chat.
I am though.
Keep putting it up here.
Want to show it?
Oh, it's not.
I want everybody's honest opinion. Honest opinion. Since I'm the champ, I want to go last.
The champ for what?
Hold on.
The Pick'ems.
Oh, fuck them Pick'ems. This shit look like the NXT North American title. Get the fuck out of here.
And the fact they added the. I mean, I get it. I mean, the fact they added the.
It's trash, bro. It gives me fucking a fake ass WWE spinner.
No, Robert, he's showing it. He's gonna show it. He's gonna show it.
It gives a John Cena a fake ass spin.
Oh my god! Don't even get me started on that piece of garbage.
It gives me a little bit of WWF,
like the
shit, and it gives me a little bit of today's ugly ass title.
And it's gonna
Rob.
All the errors in one title, and it just looks so fucking generic.
Yo, what up, Dub?
You didn't like the spinner belt?
Absolutely not. Neither did he.
I did.
I only liked the spinner belt when Edge had it. I didn't like it when Cena.
No, and I didn't like how John Cena did with the United States title. So I think JBL for that.
You hated the spinning US.
I hated it.
The spinning US title was trash.
You guys, oh my god.
Thank you for JBL. That piece of garbage.
The spinning US title was trash, but the heavyweight title.
Is it on there yet, or did you?
She brought it to share screen.
The Miz.
Okay, there we go.
Shit is garbage.
What?
This is what this is in the works. This is in the works. It's not official yet, but this is what they've been working on.
Now D. You see the black, right? Imagine that scrap green. We
See,
in
here
the
you go.
bag.
God damn.
That bitch gonna
No,
sell off the
hell
shelf,
no.
bro.
Green.
I like it red.
Why you gotta be green?
I think it should stay the black belt. I think it should
Thank
keep
you.
that.
Nah, bro.
I think it should keep the
bro.
black
That's
belt.
too ordinary.
I
That's too
feel like they
ordinary.
try
They're
to
gonna be
put more-
expecting the black belt. Nah, you gotta hit them upside the head with that.
Exactly,
That
Max.
green.
Exactly, Max. It looks like the North American fucking title. It looks like the NXT UK
The
title.
UK
It
title.
looks like that. It's ugly
All I
as
gotta say is,
hell.
man, bring back the original design from the 2000s, the original undisputed design. That
Yes.
the Brock and see that was plain and simple. Like there's something the Undertaker held,
I can't
Brock held.
I can't believe that you don't like the spinning belt. That one got me.
Like it just never
I love
was.
that one. I love that one.
They try
No,
to put
the-
all eras of
all
eras
the-
in one belt, and it just looks tacky. It looks tacky. It doesn't look prestigious at all. It
I mean,
doesn't.
I
me
get
say-
what they're going for because it's like, man, like you could have come up with a better
What's good,
design.
AK?
It just feels like they also add like a spot for the Intercontinental Championship into it as well with the blue background. Like,
I will say this: the Intercontinental
original design, not the one that Cody brought back, but the one from like the late '90s, early 2000s, like the oval shaped one.
No, let me say this though. If there's any title that I want them to bring back, what is wrong with the eagle wing design?
Actually, I like
right
the
there.
wing eagle design.
That belt from '96 and '97.
You talking about
that
the one that's
belt-
the thumbnail right now? The one behind
Yes,
it or the one?
yes.
or the
That's
one
what I'm
behind
saying.
it?
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
thumbnail right behind Dub. Like, hold on. Let's all calm down. All right, let's calm down.
Yeah,
and you know, like calm down. Everybody calm down. Everybody calm down. Okay, see right there, right where James Ellsworth is looking at. Yeah, that belt right there. That eagle wing title belt.
Shit,
That
bring back
right
the one-
there.
Bring back the one that's on top of the spinner too.
Yeah, but yeah,
Or bring
that
back the
too.
big gold belt.
Yeah, the world heavyweight title. Bring it back. I mean,
I think if you combine those two, that would be fire. But you try to combine everything
Thing
into
into
one.
one.
like
Look,
you're combining. It's like this. They're combining the new generation,
With
the
the old
attitude
generation.
/ the old generation, and the new generation together, making it like
I don't
just
know if it's
one
the
belt.
W making it look tacky because the W looks more updated.
The
I
W
mean,
looks
like
updated.
old
I love
school
I love the world. I love the world on behind it.
love the
Yes,
world.
I like that.
And then the eagle on top of it, and the eagles on top of it, which I like. The one thing I will say about the belt that I hate, I don't like, and The Rock is the one that we should really blame, and I don't want to blame The Rock, but why the belt has to be square? Why is the shit square? Like every title now is either a square or
a circle.
a rectangle or the
Dub, you see
size
that?
of a graham cracker.
You see the chat
Yeah.
on the screen?
The strap looks better green. Oh
You know
my
what,
god!
though? How about this? How about
this?
this?
My God.
Hold up.
I'm
I
saying
think
now
it would
I'm
look
talking
dope if they made the straps white. Fuck that.
Yeah, the strap being white.
strap
That's
white
cool.
would
That'd be cool
fire.
too.
It would have made
That's
that
cool.
belt fire
Just-
if it was white.
Just, I mean, I'm,
Or what
I'm
about this?
saying
How about
make
this?
the
What about a
strap
gold
because,
strap?
bro, come on, bro.
What about a
Everybody
gold
got
strap?
bro.
It
Come
would be
on, bro.
hard
You
to make
wanna
it a
stand
gold
down,
strap
stand up.
because it would be hard to make it a gold strap because already the front of the belt is gold.
Yeah.
Or what about this? What about
nah.
what about
That's already been
diamond?
done
What
before.
about diamond? What about clear diamond?
I mean
Clear
that's
diamond.
fine. I think white goes better. White and gold just goes better together.
Yeah,
man.
I mean,
It
think
just
about
does.
it. Look what happened when Cody brought the original '80s design of the Intercontinental title back. It was a
Right,
white
no.
strap with the
Fire.
white gold with the gold plates.
Iconic. That's
Like, and the fact that they got rid of that annoys
in my
me.
opinion, the white strap of the Intercontinental title is the best fucking Intercontinental belt of all time. It's better than any other Intercontinental belt.
It's better than the Ultimate
Better
Warrior.
than the
Making
attitude.
the strap
Wait,
purple.
hold on. Better than the Attitude Era Intercontinental
Yes.
title. That's the belt I
Yes.
grew up with the most.
What
That belt was
was
beautiful.
it the Ultimate Warrior that held it? With the
The
turned the
white
strap
belt,
purple?
yes, the white belt is prestigious. What?
You know what title I wish they brought back?
People become the Intercontinental champion because of the white belt.
And
Because
not
of
just that too. In the eyes of the designs, also iconic, especially with some superstars. I mean, the late Scott Hall, like he's having holding two of them at the top of the ladder. Like,
You know what? I want to say this too, because since we're on the topic of belts, the most ugliest belt right now in WWE, I don't give a damn if Finn Balor is holding it or not. The United States title is the most ugliest belt I think I've
okay,
ever
you know what?
seen.
I can see
looks
that.
better.
It's not finished.
It looks better than that piece of shit they about to have as a world heavyweight championship.
I don't know about that because that one
That's
doesn't
debatable. That's debatable.
finish.
Debatable.
There was nothing wrong with the original U.S. title belt. There was nothing wrong with
I
it.
love the original U.S. title, but I like the way they upgraded too. It's simplified. It still looks like it still could be a prestigious belt, but it looks better than this world heavyweight title that they about to put together.
And look at the Intercontinental title. The Intercontinental title looks more like a world heavyweight title than the actual world titles.
For that world heavyweight title, all of us can DIY that shit. That's how generic the fuck it is.
Wow. Do it yourselves.
That's how generic it is.
Aren't y'all so glad that we got D back? Aren't you so happy?
Listen, now it's time for me to talk my shit. Yeah, what's up?
That's what we missed. That's what we missed on here.
Because y'all can't hold down the fort. I gotta come back and do my work. What's up?
Whoa, I don't know about that one, man, because we were kind of clowning all the way with Mitch last week. We clowned Mitch about going to bed at 11 o'clock. We done
no better clowning of Mitch than what I do over here, Mini-Me.
Mini-Me.
Why? Every time when I drink, you guys make me laugh. Why?
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm just waiting for you to
drop. Song in a while.
Bro,
Mini-Me.
What are you drinking?
He's drinking water, I have to believe. He can't drink
I'm
alcohol.
drinking iced tea.
Oh, iced tea?
Yeah.
You got some sugar. Hold on. You got any sugar and honey in there?
Tequila. I would love to see that shit.
You got any sugar and honey in that iced tea?
No, it's honest.
Oh, sugar honey iced tea.
Honest tea.
Hold up, wait a minute. Are you drinking an organic iced tea?
Bro, what?
Yeah.
There's a such thing.
Right.
What?
I thought it was already organic. The hell is going on, bro?
I'll be right back. Hold on.
But let me also say this. Okay, since we're going on around the horn, though. The belt, out of 10. I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. The belt's a 7 out of 10.
I'm giving it a 6.
Too black for me. Click. What a sausage fetch. King of bling. Wow.
Wow, dude.
Hey, you're the one that clicked on it. So hey.
I know. I saw it. I don't care.
No, not you. I'm talking about this. Hey, you're the one that you're the
click. What a sausage. Well, let me tell you something, cuz if you don't like it, kick rocks on, baby. You know, fuck.
And here's the thing, though. Mitch and goddamn Robert is white.
They're white.
They're white.
I'm colorblind.
Goolie, I'm a white Jew. So that's
white Jew. Oh God. Oh, they. Okay.
Why he built like a bag of marbles. Ugly.
Or like a bag of marshmallows.
King of bling. See, it's just like your name say. Fake grills, bro. Got the body of an iPhone. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway.
Yeah.
I
agree with you on that. I agree with you on that, Jamar.
Give Sasha Banks a 10 out of 10. Damien says a 4. Jew says a 7 out of 10. I'm not excluding that negative.
Like a negative 7 out of 10.
I can't see the negative because all Juice is negative.
We'll see.
That's still better than the Saints.
We would definitely see.
Oh,
shit. Should I even say Zion? Or is that too far?
No! God, I wish I could have heard it.
There's something about you, girl, that just
Not white ice JJ.
Oh,
my
Jesus
God.
Christ.
Oh, fuck.
Damn it.
That's enough of that.
Oh, there's something about you, girl.
Hey, I don't have to bring any more guests on.
Well, we got 10 minutes until James comes up.
Mitch, don't do that, buddy. Don't do that. Are you talking about the MK show? I'm about to say, don't do that here.
No. I'm talking about here.
No.
I want to see that before that. I want to see it. I want to see him back, if that's actually possible.
Oh my God, you! Why are you coming at Mitch?
So I don't understand.
Why are you coming?
Still better than the Pelicans. So.
Oh my God, nah, Burger King
King Nuggets is better than the Pelicans.
Let me say this. Let me say this. At least the Burger King mascot is way better than goddamn
that damn baby.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
baby.
No, we're not doing that again.
No,
we're not
wait.
doing that again.
No, Juice, you wrong as hell for that. Why you tell these folks to look up that ugly ass mask?
Okay.
That even look like he threw up on himself, right? Motherfucker ugly ass.
I was so sick. After that stream was Goolie. After that stream, I was
Yeah,
so
diarrhea. Yeah, diarrhea, didn't you?
No, I was just sick. My stomach was hurting.
See,
she could give somebody nightmares, man. She's so fucking ugly, bro.
Bro, I showed my girl, she was freaking out.
Goolie, you gotta admit, Gritty is better than that.
Oh yeah, Gritty's way better now.
The Clippers
Gritty's
mascot is better than that.
Wait, who's that? Oh my God, I gotta see the Clippers.
The Lakers mascot is better.
Wait, the Lakers
What's
have a
up, Doug?
mascot?
Yeah, it's a lion.
What the fuck?
Yeah, the Lakers got a mascot. It's a lion, bro.
How? I thought it was just
It's a
How
lions.
the hell I come back and god damn it, y'all talking about the Lakers is a lion? Like what the hell?
No. D, did you see? Look up King Baby. Just King Baby.
Don't
Look up King Baby.
Don't do it.
Baby, who the hell is that?
Don't
Look
do
up
it.
King Baby. Just look at it, bro. Blame Juice. Don't blame me. Just blame
Don't
Juice.
blame me.
So the Clippers is a
Mitch,
bird.
we will keep blaming you until we figure out how you're doing these action figures in '69 and shit.
Rob, let me ask you this, Rob.
Yeah.
What's the better mascot, Hip Hop or Ben Franklin the dog?
Oh my God. Oh. Are you
Ben
talking about-
Franklin the
I'll
dog.
be back on that one. I'm
Franklin's
not gonna,
better than hip hop.
No, Hip
Who the
Hop
fuck is
is
Franklin the dog?
For me, I did not. For some reason,
This is Philly. This is all Philly here. This is all Philly.
Number
I'm
one, I
assuming.
thought so. You know, if you want to do like define the 76ers,
SmackDown's back on. They turned off the weather, so SmackDown's back on.
I started watching.
See, for me, I would rather have Ben Franklin as a mascot for the 76ers.
Hip Hop is more iconic.
No,
Why is his name Hip? Bro, I'm looking this up.
He was a bunny. He was a rabbit.
Yeah, he was
He
the
was a
original
bunny.
mascot before Franklin came along. That was
Wait a minute.
what
You have a bunny. You guys had a bunny.
We had
You
a
guys
bunny
had
for
a
our mascot.
That's
Yeah,
what
hip
Mitch
hop.
likes.
He's more iconic.
Hold on,
He's more
Google, in the
iconic.
group chat. I'm gonna put the Sixers former mascot and what he is now. Franklin is better than hip hop right now.
No, he's not.
I like Franklin more. I'm sorry. Hip hop
Don't
just.
apologize. That's your opinion. You don't have to.
No, there's something about hip hop I just did not like.
I couldn't.
Let me
get down with
let me say this. Let me say this. Benny the Bull and Gorilla is better. I'm sorry, because they are
Wait,
simple
Gorilla.
and
I
clean.
agree.
Gorilla from Phoenix.
From the
Phoenix.
Gorilla, Rob?
Phoenix. Gorilla.
The Suns mascot's a
Bro,
gorilla.
why does Bunny
What?
look like he's fresh out of
Yes.
prison?
You didn't know that? Rob,
Like,
that's the most iconic
Hey.
mascot.
Hey, no.
Him and
hold
Benny
on.
the Bull
God,
is
like, first of all,
iconic.
Hip hop look like a pedophile. He does.
No,
Wait a
he
minute,
doesn't.
Mitch.
Oh my god.
Mitch.
oh, jeez.
Mitch, you mean to
Oh.
tell me the the bunny that look like he fresh off death row? What is going on? My boy
What
looked
we
like all
talking
he
about?
did was lift weights.
Dude, that was my childhood. That was my childhood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was my freaking childhood.
And then look up Franklin now. Look up and it's a whole big difference.
I wonder
I
why.
didn't-
Do you know
I
why they
didn't-
stopped it?
I
Was there like a-
I thought
Well,
Benjamin
Hip hop was
Franklin.
horrible. That's probably why.
No, I think there was a
Hip-hop was
lawsuit or something.
garbage.
I thought
I hold on, y'all, because I'm a little confused. I'm assuming this is a Philly type of thing because I
It's
don't.
the Sixers
Go-
mascot. The
Look,
Sixers.
look, the Sixers mascot, Hip Hop. He was trash.
wow.
How you name Hip Hop and you can't dance like you hip hop? The fuck?
Or
Oh my god.
How you have no rhythm in your name, Hip Hop?
Goolie, look in the group chat.
Can we
Oh
just
my
agree
god.
that
Doug,
the
we gotta
Philly
get to
Fanatic
group
is the
chat,
best
Doug. We gotta
mascot
get to
for
group
Philly?
chat.
The
It
mascot.
is. It's the
Philly
Philly
Fanatic.
Philly fanatic. Then it's gritty.
What about
Yeah.
Swoop? What about Swoop?
Yeah.
yeah, add Swift to that, but
I do not even want to
What
wake
if-
up my
What if
girl. Bro.
WWE? What if WWE wrestlers had a mascot with them?
oh
Who would have
shit.
won?
Oh,
They
no.
did. You don't remember the bunny off of what's it called? The Express. Don't be sour, be a lemon. What's his name?
Oh my
Oh my god. I forgot
Rose.
about him.
God.
Rose. His last name.
Adam
was
Rose. Holy shit.
Adam
Adam
Rose.
Rose.
Adam
God.
Rose had a freaking bunny with him.
I think, and not to mention too, like think about it this way, like he had Braun Strowman in that Conga line. He had
Oh
oh, there goes Dom.
Oh God. Oh my God. He calmed down. He calmed down.
Why?
Oh,
my God.
I don't know. He's trying to breathe because I'm trying to breathe. I see Mitch getting frustrated. I'm trying to calm him down.
I'm not getting frustrated at all.
Deuce.
To me, it's
Okay.
like my opinion, and my opinion matters.
Okay, all right.
Free R. Kelly. Oh my God.
Oh no.
I feel like that R. Kelly joke is really
We're
coming
not
back
doing
to
R.
bite
Kelly anymore.
Goolie in the
Not
ass.
that.
Because ever since he said, tap dancing with R. Kelly in the closet, it's really come back to kind of.
I want to see.
God damn it.
We got like 4 minutes until James Ellsworth comes in. And let me just say this. We've already talked about Big E.
This is the worst thing that I've ever saw in WWE television. The gobbledygooker.
And the fact that, bro, here's the thing though. It was Hector Guerrero that was inside that thing.
Who's Hector?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah, Eddie's brother. Older brother.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I got one of them.
Yeah, gobbledygook. Oh, the big jar. Oh man, Jesus. See now, you know what? There's only one R. Kelly song that can literally fit this whole dang show, this first hour. Wild Like a Zoo. Listen to The Zoo by R. Kelly, because that's how this feels like. It feels like The Zoo. Oh my God, who's the elephant in here? I'm the biggest, so I'm the elephant. Feel the glow. We got Sasha and oh my God, Sasha.
Y'all want to ask James in the chat? Put it in there. I will try to highlight them and make sure they're not dumb because I will not highlight them.
Yeah, Juice.
Warning y'all now.
Yeah,
Juice.
Damien,
Juice.
Rob.
Phil the Bling.
That's a stupid question.
Okay. All right.
Dub, you good?
Rob, I had to.
Dub, you good? Dub, you good, bro?
My interface started acting up on me.
I thought it was because of something else.
Dude.
Free Cosby.
Yikes.
He already free.
He's already out. But nah, because I just looked up Franklin and why. Nah, I ain't gonna cap. Between Franklin and hip hop, I like hip hop more. Franklin look a little soft.
Time out, Max, please.
Yeah, please don't. Don't, because if your panties are in a bunch.
Did you see his video?
Oh, Max crying with Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Look, here's the thing. Here's the thing, Max. Look, I love you like a brother, but this is y'all deserve this. Y'all really did. Y'all really do. Y'all really do. But have fun with Pat O'Donnell. That's all I got to say. No, yeah, Max is a Packers fan. And
half my family is Packers fans. I know they sick.
Shoot, your family? My family on my dad's side is sick, and I haven't talked any trash yet.
The Panthers got Johnny Heckler.
Oh shit.
Oh, nice.
All I know is that
Deshaun Watson going to the Browns is funny. But again,
now,
it's like
that caught me off guard.
That really caught me off guard.
That caught everybody on guard.
I was thinking the Saints or the Falcons were the final two.
As long as he wins a ring, Damien, I do not care.
They got 3 first, Houston.
I think 3 first, a fourth, and I think a fifth. I think it was
a lot of damn picks. Let's just
All I know is that Donte's going to have a field day with those picks.
Oh my God. Okay, when James Ellsworth comes in, let me say this, championship wise. Let me say this. We all in the chat, he already explained it, and all of us in the chat are probably going to ask him some questions as well here in the panel. And we're
email right now.
Yeah, so
send me anything.
All right.
Nope.
So shit.
Oh, okay. Come on now.
Illinois is losing to Chattanooga by 5.
I freaking
God damn it.
I hate Illinois so much. Illinois just choke. They choke every year. Aaliyah's not even on this SmackDown, bro. Let it go.
How old is Aaliyah?
Like 19.
19. She's 19. Actually, no, she's 20.
Oh no, he won't catch. She won't catch a case. She over 18.
She's 20 actually.
I didn't say.
No, no. Wait a minute. The youngest woman in wrestling right now is Cora Jade. She's 19. She's in NXT.
Really?
She's facing Mandy Rose for the championship.
I thought it was the
All
Rock's
right,
daughter.
guys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Spotlight Sports Network would like to bring you our special guest, Mr. James Ellsworth. Let's bring him on in, guys.
Hey. What's up? Can you guys see me okay? Or do I need to move to another room?
You might want to go to another
Or you
room.
can see like a shadow of me? Like
I can see a shadow.
Like I'm like in one of the Batman movies from the 80s.
Yes.
Let's see.
I love Batman 89, so that's
Oh,
props to you, sir. Thank you.
The best. Michael Keaton.
Thank you.
How dare you guys call me while Carmella's on TV right now? What is all
Let him know. Let him know.
so good.
Eddie's wearing a Fozzy t-shirt too, so that makes it.
You love to see it.
Gotta support my buddy, you know.
Oh wow, James, is so glad to have you here on the show. We got a lot of questions for you. The guys in the chat got a lot of questions for you.
Cool.
For me, starting off with me, you know, the passion, you know, wrestling. Where did it start? Where did the love and the passion start of professional wrestling? And where did you get your first actual gig? You know, well, first actual match in the business.
Well, where it started back in like the late 80s, like when I was probably about 4 or 5 years old, I remember seeing two different types of wrestlers on two different channels. I remember the first wrestler I ever saw in WWF was the Ultimate Warrior. And like this dude just looked like something out of a comic book or like something like out of a superhero in a movie or something. Like, this guy is awesome. And then turned on the other channel that wrestling was on, and I saw Ricky Morton. And Ricky Morton just like kind of looked like the cool uncle that you wanted to hang out with, you know, like the mullet and the regular body. And like, I don't know, I just love those two. And at a very young age, so that's where the passion started. And then, you know, when I graduated high school in 2002, 4 days later, I signed up for wrestling school, and I've been wrestling for almost 20 years now. It'll be 20 years on June the 5th. So that's the gist of that.
Oh wow. And James, for me, here's one that got me. There's one match that I've seen from you, but before you became, you know, in WWE, Combat Zone Wrestling. That organization, you know, I think it was a tag match. I think it was was a Tournament of Death, I believe. One of their events outside. How was it like in that environment of the Combat Zone? Because we know Combat Zone has a lot of wild moments in there. And how was it like? I don't know if DJ Hyde was owning it yet, but yeah, John Zandig owning it at the time. So how was all of that? That's one of my biggest ones. I'm like, James Ellsworth was in CZW.
Well, it's a funny story. So that was 2006, and I was only in the business 4 years at that point, and I was still very green, still learning. And one of my best friends in the business is a wrestler by the name of Ruthless, who also lives here in Baltimore. He just got put into the brand new spanking Independent Wrestling Hall of Fame, which I think it's so cool they have one of those now for guys like Ruckus that need to, you know, need that spotlight, like should be celebrated. So I went to that show with him and one of the referees who wound up refereeing in WWE as well for the last 7 years. He actually just left, Derek Moore, D. Edwards. But I just went to that show with them. I didn't expect to wrestle, but you always bring your stuff. And it was in Delaware. It was Tournament of Death. It was probably 95 degrees out that day. I'm sweating. I'm a young kid. I'm like 22 years old at the time. Like, I'm looking around at the CZW stuff. It seems so cool, but at the same time, so dangerous. I'm like, well, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I'm going to get to wrestle, but I don't really mind if I don't, because this looks very dangerous. There's glass everywhere. There's thumbtacks everywhere. There's barbed wire everywhere. So Ruckus came up to me. He's like, hey, I got you on. And I was like, wait, are we going to like be hitting each other with light tubes and stuff? He goes, no. He goes, it's a non-tournament match. I'm like, oh, okay. So I remember it was Drew Gulak, who I think is still employed by WWE.
Yes,
And,
he is.
I mean, he's not really doing anything. Like a guy like that's such a good wrestler, right? But his run, like, I feel bad for because he hasn't been put in memorable positions. He hasn't been put in anything that's going to be remembered in like 10 years, and that's not his fault. But that's quite good for him for continuing to collect a paycheck. But yeah, so it was Drew Gulak and I against Robbie Marino and Ruckus Blackout. And I remember being so nervous. I remember the beginning of the match, like I think Ruckus gave like Drew Gulak a bulldog on the outside, which was in grass. And I remember, I think either it was his knee or his hand got cut by a piece of glass that was laying in the grass that hit from one of the death matches prior to that match. And he was like bleeding all over the place. I was like, oh my God, we are going to die out here. But yeah, it was a good memory. I made it out unscathed, thank God. But yeah, I didn't do much CZW. And wasn't my cup of tea. Nothing against it. Death matches and all that. There's definitely a spot for that in wrestling. People do enjoy it. I personally just don't. And it's just my humble opinion. So I didn't do much CZW, but I did enjoy that particular day because it's such a fun memory of mine. So.
All right. Mitch, you got any questions? But before you go, let's highlight here. Earl Cole says, James, what was it like to work for Vince McMahon?
Oh, it's the best. So I was a Vince guy. What I mean by that is when I did the Strowman match, I get to the back and like everybody's telling me how good of a job I did. And I was so glad like I got through it and I was okay. And I felt like I hit all my spots because as a performer, like, you feel it when you hit all your spots or not. And even though I was out there for maybe a total of 3 minutes between the promo and the match, like it's still it's your first time on national television. You got to sell really well. You got to cut a good promo. Your facial expressions has to be good. You got to sell first and foremost. You got to sell for this opponent because that's your job that night. And Braun Strowman, which it didn't take much selling, everything he did hurt. And so I get to the back and Vince McMahon was like, hey, he wanted to see me. Arn Anderson told me Vince McMahon wanted to see me. I'm like, oh my God, what did I do wrong? I said, this guy's about to kick me out of this arena and I'm never going to work here again. That's what I thought in my head. And I went and saw him in the gorilla position and he was walking down the stairs and he found me. He said, James, come here. I said, yes, sir. And he was like, oh man, great job. Promo was great. Selling was great. He's like, now I'm going to have to hire you. And I was like, I thought he was kidding. I was like, oh, thank you. He goes, no, seriously. He's like, I'll be in touch with you, James. He's like, give me a few weeks. I'll be in touch with you. And a few weeks later, he called me, hey, pal, I'm not sure if I'm going to give you a 1 or 2 year contract, but I'm going to bring you in. I'm going to figure it out. He goes, but you're getting a deal. So right away, I was like, no matter what happens from here on out, I am going to love Vince McMahon for the rest of my life because it was him and that saw something in me. And for Vince McMahon, who was the Walt Disney of pro wrestling, like whether people love him or hate him, he's the most recognized figure in pro wrestling. And everyone he's the one that created this just mega attraction what wrestling is today. For him personally to see something in me and give me a job for a few years, and I traveled the world on his dime. He paid me for it. Not only did I travel the world on his dime, he paid me for it. And he put me on TV. He made action figures of me. I was, in video games. So I love Vince McMahon. Like I have no reason not to. Like I hate when people leave WWE and they're just bad mouthing Vince and this and that. I'm like, really? Do you realize this guy gave you your dream and you traveled the world and you made a lot of money? Like, yeah, okay, so maybe you didn't win the world title, but man, like if you really think about it, we got us as talent. Like not every day is a good day at work for any job, but us as talent got to do a lot of cool things that a normal person in this world don't get to do. And I never lost sight of that. And I was very appreciative of everything Vince McMahon did for me personally. And I, still to this day, I have a lot of appreciation towards him and I will the rest of my life.
Okay.
All right.
Hey.
So, dang. All right. So what was your favorite who was your favorite person to work with in the ring?
Well, I think, and just my humble opinion, I think AJ Styles is the best all-around in-ring performer in the world. Like everything he does is so flawless. Everything makes sense. He's not he does a lot of athletic things, but he puts them in the right spots, and he's not doing like Canadian destroyers to people and they're kicking out at 2. Like he's making all this stuff athletically that he does mean something, and everything he does is so fluent and perfect. And so, I mean, I got to wrestle him 4 times on TV, and I got to do a lot of house shows with him, and I don't think there is a better wrestler or opponent in the world than AJ Styles.
Yeah, I mean, you beat him, what, 3 times?
Yeah, I remember all the cities. Because every time I talk to him, I joke around with him. San Jose, California, Denver, Colorado, and Ottawa, Canada. So, yeah, 3 times.
And
gotta thank Mox. I love it.
Well, for maybe 2 out of 3 of those victories, sure. Yeah.
And I'm a huge fan of GTS, and I know the guy to my right is. So how's it working for Grimm?
Oh, man, it's so much fun.
Yeah.
He's very creative, and just the vibe around him so just fun when you're there. He's just got such a good vibe, and it just makes me laugh, and I have a good time with it. And it's crazy, I get recognized off of that show all the time. I'll be at a signing or at a show, and I'm like, man, I saw you on GTS, James. Or I'll be in Walmart, the kid will come up to me and be like, I saw you on GTS. You're feuding with Hop, or you're doing. I'm like, man, wow, this is great. Good following. Good following.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. You got a match at Grimmermania.
That's right, triple threat match.
I can't wait for that. That's gonna be fun to watch.
Yeah.
Rob, you got something?
So obviously, before John Moxley, or you might as known as Dean Ambrose, when he was still in the company, what was he like when he first had a couple of those segments with AJ Styles during that time?
Oh man, he was great to work with. He was very into him and I being paired together on TV because it was so unique and so different. And that's what you want as a performer. You want to be different than everything else on the show, so you stand out, so you stick out. And him and I together, we both had wild and crazy characters. He was, the lunatic fringe. He was badass crazy. And the Ellsworth character was a doofus. He was crazy, but he was a doofus crazy. So I remember on commentary one time, JBL called us 2 car crashes in one garage or something. And I was like, that's a good line. That, he basically meant we're both, crazy and we're stuck together. And it made so much sense.
Dang. Rob, you got any others?
Nah, I mean, it's just it's crazy to see. So, I mean, after you left WWE, was it how was it, how would after your time in WWE, and I know a lot of people had different perspectives about it, but I want you to get your perspective. What was it like behind the scenes, and who was the best other than AJ Styles to work with, and would in that kind of sense?
So I really enjoyed being around Luke Harper, Brody Lee. I mean, he was just so fun to work with as a fellow employee. He was so funny. And him and I we would do things at the airport, or when we would see each other backstage, or just to make each other laugh. And I liked that. He was just hilarious, just dry humor. And I've said this in numerous interviews since WWE, since the day I left, that he was one of my favorite people to work with, because he was just a great person and just a lot of fun to be around. I could be in the worst mood, and I'd see him and I'd just start smiling because he was so freaking funny. And yeah, I definitely miss him, and as we all do. That's why he had such a great reputation in wrestling, and all the boys loved him because he was just a lovable guy and a lot of fun and very enjoyable to be around.
Dub?
Okay.
Wake up,
question. My question. No. I was kidding. I thought they was going to do the question that's on the screen. But so my question is, because I've been wondering this for a while. So y'all remember the first women's Money in the Bank, right?
Yes.
What was your initial thought process when they told you that you technically were going to be the winner?
Oh man, I loved it. I understood it. I understood it right away. I said, I know why they're doing this. This is going to create so much controversy. People are going to be talking about this forever. Like every time they do the Women's Money in the Bank, every year, it could be 20 years from now, people are going to go, you remember the first one when they had the dude Ellsworth grab it and give it to Carmella? Like, and I knew that. We're talking about it now. This is 5 years later almost now, right? And we're still talking about
it
because it's like it's going to be hard in 20 years. It's going to be hard to name every Money in the Bank winner, right? It's going to be hard to do that. You're going to have to Google it to do that. But you'll always remember the first one because of that. And I thought it was a brilliant idea. We popped the rating on SmackDown 2 weeks later when we did the rematch, which was good business from a business sense. I loved it, man. My initial reaction was like, wow, this is going to be great. This is going to be awesome. I can't wait to do it. I was so anxious to do it like all day. I was like, I can't wait to do this.
Because I remember when it happened, everybody was upset.
Oh my God. I was like,
me on the other hand, bro, I am dying laughing hysterically. Because it's like, yo, they really just did that. That shit was hilarious, man.
It was great. If you go back and watch it, as I'm climbing the ladder, we're in St. Louis, which is a great wrestling town. And as I'm climbing the ladder, the people are going nuts. They're doing the Daniel Bryan yes, yes, yes thing. And this is I think they wanted me to grab it and take off with it. Just as, like, what is he doing? Like, I think that's what they wanted. They wanted me because as soon as I grabbed it, they cheered and everything. But as soon as I dropped it to her, if you can go back and watch the footage, as soon as I dropped it to Carmella, the boos just, they trickled down. Like, I think in their head, well, if he takes off with this, that's hilarious. That's funny. But as soon as I just cheated for her to win, they're like, man, that is screwy. That's screwed up. You know, it worked. It was good.
That was dope. It was dope.
Like, before we get to the chat, let me say this too, because I have it on my YouTube channel, personal channel. James Ellsworth, I do have a match with you on my channel. It was live in Indianapolis. It was the mixed tag team match between John Cena and Nikki Bella versus you and Carmella. My question is to you, sir, how was it like working with John Cena at that show in Indianapolis?
So I was so excited for that because it's John Cena, right? And I was like, man, I just want to do a good job here because this is the top guy in the company. And I remember I got there early and Carmilla got there early too, and we're waiting around for John. We see Nikki, and we're all waiting like in rehearsal, to go over the match. And we're waiting, and I'm starting to get hungry. We're waiting for a while. And I'm like, and I told Carmella, I said, just text me if he comes back. I'm gonna go get some food. And as soon as I sit down to eat, she texts me. She's like, he's here. I'm like, so I remember like, now he's gonna be mad at me because I'm not there. And I ran, and I was like, hey, I've been here waiting for you all day. Just let you know. And he's, oh yeah, man, no problem. And he was so fun and easy to work with. It was a fun little match. They were setting up for their match with The Miz and Maurice at WrestleMania, and it was cool to be a small part of that on a SmackDown. Just for me to be in the ring with the top guy in wrestling, that he's been the top guy in wrestling for the last 20 years, and I got to wrestle him, and that meant a lot to me. Like, I was important enough, at least for a night, to be in there with the guy in the business, and that's all I kept thinking was like, wow, like even if it's just for today. This is how they're looking at me right now. I'm in here with the top guy. So it meant a lot to me. He was great to work with. Very nice guy. Very easy to work with. Like, it was an easy day. Like, I wasn't nervous at all to wrestle him. I was like very excited. And it was a good time for sure.
All right. Well, we got a lot of questions from a lot of people here. I think we started off with Earl working with Vince McMahon, and I think Prince Sean asked this question saying, how was it to film segments in WWE?
Oh, well, for TV it was fun and it was challenging, and sometimes like I like to do them live. Like like right now, on like for instance, on SmackDown, they have Shayna Baszler, Natalya, and Sonya Deville. I think this is a live segment because they just came from the ring, so they're doing that live. And then there's segments that are pre-taped, meaning you tape them earlier in the day, and those could be a little challenging because they're just trying to make them perfect. So you might do the same pre-tape 10 times, and they'll use one of them. And to me, I'm a performer that likes to perform on the fly. I like when the camera is on and the light is on and the light is red and we're live. Like I live for that. So the pre-tapes, that you would have to go over numerous times, sometimes that was challenging. I mean, it was still fun, still had a great time, still learned a lot. But yeah, I like just when it's live and you got that live microphone in your hand and your own, national television. That's what I live for. That's what I enjoy.
Feed off that energy.
Yeah. Jeff Samuel asks, "Hey Malc," which is I, ask James who is his favorite wrestler in AEW and WWE right now, and will he like to be in AEW one day?
So, my favorite wrestler in AEW right now is MJF. I think he's just multi-talented. He has it all. He has the look, he has the talent in the ring, and then no one's in that company's more flawless on the microphone than him and good at telling stories. Other than like CM Punk's the best at telling stories. Like CM Punk, since he's got there at AEW, has told the best. Like him and MJF had the best storyline out of anyone there thus far in the 3 years that the company's been around. Like the dog collar match and all that. It was just, the story they told where MJF was a big fan of Punk when he was a kid. All that stuff was amazing. But MJF, for as young as he is, he's just so on point with everything. Very talented, multi-talented at everything. He's a 5-tool player. And he's going to be on television for the next 25 years, probably, because he's so young, 25 years at least. But then on WWE right now, my favorite wrestler is Roman Reigns. He's killing it. Like
yes.
Like, I mean, that acknowledged me stuff and the head of the table and I'm your tribal chief. And then he goes in the ring and he just delivers and he runs through people and he has these awesome matches. And like, I hope his title reign goes another year. Like, I really do. Like, I'm very much enjoying every week that he's out there. Like, he started off the show tonight, and it was just entertaining stuff. And Paul Heyman, like, with him is amazing, and so are the Usos. That whole bloodline thing.
Yes,
I'm really enjoying it for sure.
I believe that Roman. I hope and pray, and I'm. Here they say I give WWE the benefit of the doubt. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I kind of do, but I hope Vince does the right thing and just let Roman hold that belt until next year's Mania when he faces his cousin The Rock. Because that's where it needs to go, and that's where it needs to end. Now, having The Rock win at Mania 39, that would have to be a different story for a different day. But from Jamar Games.
Over on that.
Because The Rock's not going to be there every
week. You gotta let Roman get over on that.
But then the question is, would you turn him babyface after beating The Rock? That's the question.
Keep him heel. Keep him heel. Then you can come back and be like, "I told you so."
Well, here's my little
acknowledge
prediction.
Me.
Here's my little prediction. Roman beats The Rock next year at WrestleMania, and whoever has the Money in the Bank contract cashes in right then and right there and beats Roman Reigns at WrestleMania next year. Whoever has
I would love it. I would love it to be Finn Balor, so that way we can finally get out of that trend of him.
Here's my early prediction: Money in the Bank contract winners. Right, for the girls, Liv Morgan, and for the guys, Riddle. Those are my early predictions.
Or we can do Riddle. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Jamar Games asks, James, name your top 5 best tag teams.
Oh, that's a good question. Wow, good question. Of all time?
I'm assuming of all time from Jamar Games. Jamar, is it all time? I'm assuming it is.
Of all time, number 1 would be the Hardy Boys. They've been around for so long. They've done so much. So that'd be number 1. Number 2, the Rock and Roll Express. They've been around forever too, just on a smaller level, like the independents and all. They obviously they did NWA and all that back in the Dizzy, but no one was more like their work in the ring. The Rock and Roll Express was second to none as a tag team. Number 3, the Dudley Boys. Love the
Dudley. Sorry, I had to.
Oh yeah. Number 4, I really enjoy the Usos. I really do. And then number 5 would be when I was a kid, man. I loved the Hart Foundation, Bret Hart and Jim Neal and Neidhart. They were so like they looked so different, but yet they dressed as a team and and they had such good, tag team chemistry. So that would be my top 5 of all time.
That's it. Hey, I respect that top 5. And Prince Sean asks, how is it like to work with Carmilla?
Oh, she smells very nice now. No, Carmella is amazing. Like, I don't think she gets enough credit. She always reinvents herself. She's always doing something different. She keeps herself on the show because she always pitches different ideas. She was great to work with. We're friends still to this day. Like in any job that you've ever had in your life, you meet people that are going to be your friend the rest of your life, and she's one of those people for me. And we had such good chemistry. I felt with that pairing, like, and it was an odd couple, and just me trying to dress like her and trying to act cool because I'm hanging out with her and like that, and just the way she played it off, and it was great. And we never really broke up. Like, the last thing I did on WWE is Paige, when she was a general manager, fired me. Like, Carmella and I never, like, I never turned on her. She never turned on me. Like, she slapped me or kicked me a few times, but she never turned on me. So that's me. And that's pretty cool that we never broke up officially as a
you never
team.
Lost touch of her. And
y'all was going crazy with that cheetah print.
Yeah. Oh man, the money hoodie, hoodie for
going
me.
Crazy with the merch. The merch was crazy.
Oh,
the hat. I did want one of them hats. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, I low key thought like James Ellsworth when you wore that. I was like, he's B-Rad. They turned him into B-Rad from Malibu Most Wanted.
That was my idea of what I was B-Rad from Malibu, or like Bud Bundy from Married with Children when he's trying to be. What was he calling himself when he would put the glass? Grandmaster B.
Yeah, Grandmaster B.
Yeah, that was my idea.
I love Married with Children.
Oh, the best show ever.
and Juice says, what are your thoughts on Jim Cornette, and did you ever met him at FanFest?
Yeah, I've met Jim Cornette a couple times, and I love his podcast. He makes a lot of good points. I agree with him 85% of the time. I don't agree with everything he says, but I don't agree with everything anyone says. We all have our own opinions. But when it comes to wrestling, he's been around a long time, and he's done a lot, and he knows a lot, and he's a genius. He's brilliant. He's out of his mind. So if you mix all that together, you get one hell of a podcast. And he's the only podcast I still listen to. I've like kind of soured on listening to all the big podcasts, and but he's the only one. Like, I will, if I go on a road trip to wrestle on an independent, I'll put that podcast on. He cracks me up. I'm a Jim Cornette guy for sure. And yeah, I've met him a few times, and he was always nice to me. And I don't have a problem with him whatsoever.
Damien asks, what's your favorite match and storyline that you had fun doing?
So favorite match would be the ladder match with AJ Styles and SmackDown, where I got my contract. And that was my favorite storyline ever. How couldn't it be? I was in world title matches. I'm out there on pay-per-views with, Ambrose and AJ, and like the Survivor Series with like all the top guys in the, Raw versus SmackDown Survivor Series match. Like, there's not. And I kept thinking, when you do stuff like that, you really should enjoy the moment. But I kept thinking, man, it's never going to get any better than this. I'm out here with all the top people, and I'm wrestled for the title. Like, this is probably, it's nowhere to go but down from here. But I'm going to, this is awesome. It's happening. But yeah, dude, that was definitely the AJ Styles, Ambrose, and myself. That was the most fun I've had in wrestling. That was my favorite storyline I've ever been a part of. 100%.
All right. John L. Jackson says when Carmilla slapped you and then kissed you, how was that for you when you guys did that backstage segment?
Well, how would it be for any guy? It was, it was a lot of fun. You know, she kissed first, then slapped me. Maybe my breath stunk or something. I don't know, but yeah, no, so when that happened, I was like, all right, well, our characters are taking a turn here. I mean, and then that was a good segment. Not just because of the kiss, it was just very entertaining, I thought. Then, you know, sadly, and this is just my opinion, after that is when kind of like the angle with her and I kind of went weird and not as good as it was. After that segment, that particular segment was good, but after that, they were doing some weird stuff. It didn't make sense, and it wasn't as good as it was prior to that. So that was a crossroads in our time together, that segment. That's the way I look at that.
All right. Okay, Christina Rivera says, my question for James is, who would be your dream opponent if you were ever to get back in the ring?
That's current. I think it'd be hilarious. Like I two ways. For me personally, I'd love to wrestle Roman Reigns because he's the top guy, and I just really enjoy his stuff. But for the fans, like this is my dream. This is just the way I think. For the fans, like if I came out of nowhere and won the 24/7 title, like I think the fans would just love that. You know what I mean?
I would.
I would. Wait, can we pitch that? I want that.
And the 24/7 stuff's kind of stale right now, right? They have like Tamina, Dawa, Dana Brooke kissing Reggie. It's really like not. It doesn't make any sense.
It's stale.
It's very stale. But if I came out of nowhere and I pinned Dana Brooke, I think people would like, what the hell? I just do it for a couple of weeks and I'm out of there. Like, I don't know. That's my dream for the fans because I think they would be entertained by that. And like the majority of wrestling fans are good fans and loyal fans. That you got your loud minority that are jerks and make up stories and do whatever. But the majority of wrestling fans is who I'm there for, and I'm there to entertain them. And I think that for them would be great. Like me personally, I just love to wrestle Roman Reigns because he's Roman Reigns and I think he's amazing. But for the fans, I'd like to do some 24/7 stuff for 6 weeks and just entertain the people.
You know, somebody should screenshot this and just put hashtag hey WWE or at WWE. James Ellsworth for WrestleMania 38, 24/7 champion. I want to see it. I want to see it.
It would be another memorable moment for sure, I think. Humbled opinion.
That would boost up. That would boost it up right there. Hello, everyone.
I feel like it's been dry since R-Truth stop fucking.
R-Truth was that title, and now that he's away from it, they're trying to kill it, and it's just not the same. So
it's just like it's just not right without him, actually holding the belt. I mean, he's still in the segments, but he's just not. He's like the B of it now, and like it's just sad. Like, to be honest, though, I low key thought that the storyline. There was one storyline. I think it was right after. I think it was right after you left. I think they started pairing Carmella with R-Truth, and and then they did with Renee Michelle and Rockstar Spud. I know Drake Maverick. They did that. I was thinking like this. Okay, there's going to be a heel turn. And I'm thinking maybe it's all a ruse. Maybe Ellsworth comes back. Maybe we get a tag team of him and R-Truth and Mella as their manager. That would have been something right there. That would have been hilarious.
Yeah, you just never know what WWE is going to do. Like, I had a great time there. I always got reactions with the crowds. And to me, like, if you're getting reactions with the crowds, you should keep a job. They didn't look at me that way, even though I was getting reactions. But, I was always like, I wasn't an NXT guy. I wasn't in their system. I was a guy that just happened out of nowhere that they made some T-shirt money off of and put in some segments to get their people over. And I understood my role, and I completely was happy with it. But, yeah, you just never, like, it would take, like, Vince McMahon sitting there at a meeting going, whatever happened to Ellsworth, bring him back, do this with him. Like, that's what it would take for me to come back. Like, that's just how it works there. Just somebody just mentioning your name for something that they have going on, and then bam, you're back. Like, it could be It could be 5 days from now. It could be 5 years from now. I feel like at some point I'll pop up there, even if for a one-off. But, you just don't know when that's going to happen. Like, I mean, you had guys like MVP that were gone for 10, 11 years, and they came back, and he's still there with Bobby Lashley. Like 10, 11 years ago, you would have never thought about, well, MVP and Bobby Lashley are going to be together in 10 years, and so you just never know with WWE. Anything can happen.
It is true. Hello, everyone. Mr. Ellsworth, my question is, how did it feel being the mascot at Survivor Series?
Well, that goes back to, man, I'm out there with all the top guys. Like, I mean, Team Raw was like Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, and Chris Jericho. And Team SmackDown was Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton, AJ Styles, Dean Ambrose, Jamie, and I was, on the floor on their team, and I got to eliminate Braun Strowman, got him counted out by holding his foot before he made the 10. So, I mean,
I remember that.
Yeah, you're out there with all the top guys, man. Like, it was great. I had a great time.
I did not want to see that. I did not want to see that.
Oh God, I felt bad. I'm like, oh my God, they killed him.
I got killed a couple times on there.
Oh God. In the segment with Taker, oh man, that oh my God. Okay. In the segment with Taker before Survivor Series, what was your thought process? And did you chat with Mark?
Yeah, so before that, they had a spot planned out where you know how, like, and we didn't do it, but you know how he like turns the lights on when he steps and he raises in the light. So they wanted me to get scared and run away, and then Undertaker was like, "Nah, it's too goofy. It's my first time back here in a while. Let's not do that. It's too goofy." Which I agreed with him, but he was great. He was cool. But I'm like you guys. I'm like anybody. I'm a big wrestling fan. So like for me, being in the ring and Undertaker's doing his entrance, then cutting a promo on all of us, like, all I had to do was stand there and just take it all in and enjoy it. That was amazing. That was definitely like a fanboy moment. Like, I was like, man, I've been watching this guy since I was 7 years old, and now I'm in the ring with him. Like, and he's the coolest character in wrestling history. And yeah, it was awesome, man. I was definitely like fanboying that day. I was like, this is great.
This is just me. If I was a part of creative, I would have not had you run away because like Taker is just coming back now. But I would do the one thing that fans normally do, and that's bow. That just bow. You're with in there with the Phenom, a legend. Like, and it fit the character. James Ellsworth, like saying, why don't you bow? You can bow, like bow to him. He's the man. Like, he is the Phenom. He is that. I'm sorry, I ain't gonna lie. That whole entrance, I've seen it live, and oh my god! Here's the thing: like, it was a match in 2007 when he took on Mark Henry in his return match after I think it was Unforgiven, and like the Undertaker symbol was on fire. He beat Mark Henry, and then you have the Druids carrying Mark Henry to the back, and let me just say this: my mom flipped out. Like, she was ready to run out the building because she was scared. Literally, the whole entrance freaked her out. But yeah, Undertaker, that entrance is phenomenal. As Earl Cole asked James, what was the best city crowd you performed at?
Oh man, that's a really good question. So this is an odd. No one's probably gave the answer before. We went to Portugal, and this crowd was insane in Portugal. They were just loud the whole night. Like, and there's been a lot of crowds like it, but they, like, I don't know if we had gone there in a long time or what. That was my first time to Portugal, and this country, that country, and they were just amazing. Like, they were like, and all I was doing was at ringside with Carmilla. And I had one spot in the match where I came in and like tried to save Carmella, and Naomi gave me the rear view or whatever. And like that crowd chanted my name so loud, I was like, wow, like this is a whole different country. I was blessed to go to like probably like 36 different countries when I was in WWE. And I'll never forget that crowd. And then when I came back in 2018, I took the Oscar mask off. That was Chicago, and I'll never forget that reaction when I took the mask off. They, just cheered as loud as they could, and that was very special to me. It meant a lot to me because I'd been gone 7 months off of WWE television, and like you could tell they missed that character giving me that reaction, and that meant a lot to me. I wish it meant a lot more to WWE and they'd have kept me around longer. Unfortunately, TV time is very important, and they needed TV time for other people. It's just business. But man, that I'll never forget that. Like just taking that mask off, being gone 7 months, and they just gave me the best reaction they possibly could. And that was in Chicago, Allstate Arena. That meant so much to me.
All right.
Oh, I got one. James, what's your best memory of Scott Hall?
So I run my own independent wrestling shows, adrenalinewrestling.com if you want to check it out on the web. But so before I made it to WWE, I had Scott Hall on a few of my shows. So, I kind of knew him. He worked for me a couple of times, did autograph signings for me, appeared on my shows, doing a promo, hey, yo, throwing a toothpick at one of my wrestlers, whatever. And then when I made it to WWE, he called me. He goes, hey, man, he goes, I just wanted to let you know I'm very happy for you. You're a good guy. You're doing a great job. And he's like, you're going to be remembered by wrestling fans forever now because you're so unique. He said, so enjoy yourself, have fun, and just want to let you know that I'm very happy for you. He called me and told me that. And that was so cool. He didn't have to do that, and he did. And I saw him after WWE. I saw him at a bunch of signings. He was always friendly to me, always took time to talk to me. Like my personal, interactions with him were always very positive. And, I wasn't his best friend or whatever, but I definitely had a bit of a relationship with him there to, where we would talk when we saw each other. So, yeah, just nothing but good things to say about him. And, I'm glad I got to know him a little bit.
That was Key in the building, our producer for the show. Thank you for that question. And now we go to Chad, who asks James Ellsworth, would you ever step in a steel cage with Pat McAfee?
Well, I think that would pop a rating, right? Yeah, I'm very entertained by Pat McAfee. He does great on commentary. His match with Adam Cole on NXT was one of the best celebrity matches I've ever seen.
Wasn't he surprisingly good? Because I was not expecting that.
Well, he's an athlete, he's a big guy.
That's true too. But
he was almost
can pick up like that though.
He was almost Bad Bunny good. No one did better than Bad Bunny. But
yeah. No one can do it better than Bad Bunny.
But Pat McAfee number 2.
What about Stephen Amell? Stephen Amell.
Cody Rhodes, yeah, he did really good. Maybe they brought it back this year, SummerSlam.
So Juice asked, what do you think of your ICW match against Gilbert?
Was it ICW or IWC?
ICW.
IWC in Pittsburgh. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I think that was our first time ever wrestling, and the crowd just ate it up. The Gilbert and Ellsworth character are kind of similar, but a lot, similar as them. We're both we're enhancement talent. All of a sudden made our way into, premier matchups. But, just like the Ellsworth character was a little sleazeball, where Gilbert character was just a, like a parody of Goldberg, like goofy version. And, we had fun. So Gilbert and I are really good friends. We live in the same neighborhood, believe it or not. And, yeah. And so he's my buddy. I'll see him in a couple days, actually. And so we had a lot of fun with that. And we wound up doing that match almost everywhere. He was retired, but I pretty much talked him into coming out of retirement for a year, and at 60 years old and doing these matches with me. So it was pretty cool.
Well, Jay Taco also asked GTS or WB, which one did you enjoy more?
Well, WWE, you get paid a little more. But, WWE was that was my dream. So I think I didn't answer a question earlier. Get back to that. Somebody said, would I ever go to AEW? Well, of course, this is what I do for a living, and AEW is a top place. But there's no place like home in WWE. Like, I was a fan of this product my whole life. I got to be a part of it. So that's where my heart is always going to be, is WWE.
All right. Prince Sean said, how was it like to travel across the world?
It's very tiring, actually. No, but it was cool, man. Like, you know, you get to see all these different countries and places and learn different cultures. I mean, we're all people, right? Like, all across the world, we're just people. We just all, you know, have different cultures, and no one's right or wrong. You know, we're all people that grew up the way we were taught. So I learned that. It really got that embedded in my head after traveling to all these places. Like, you know, people aren't perfect. People, for the most part, are nice. Mean people make mean people, and good people make good people. And there's more good people than bad people. So I did learn that. And I had an amazing time traveling the world. And now that I have my daughters and I'm getting married very soon, like,
congratulations.
Congrats.
Yeah, man. And I'm glad I'm not doing it as much, but, you know, I wouldn't trade it for the world.
To piggyback off that, what was your favorite country that you went to?
That's a good question. So I was very excited about going to Japan. You know, I've just wanted to go to Japan since I was a kid. Like, since I seen, you know, like Karate Kid 2 or Ninja Turtles 3, I wanted to go to Japan. You know, and so I that was a dream come true going there. But I think the one that I had the most fun in was Italy. Italy was beautiful. The food, and I like to eat, even though I'm small. Like, I love to eat, and Italy obviously had such great food. So
okay. Did Mattel give you the prototype of your Elite action figure?
Yes, they did. The guy Bill that helps run Mattel, he's a great guy. What an awesome guy he is. And yeah, they hooked me up, man. That was, for me, who had all the action figures. That was a surreal moment. That's the moment when I had that in my hand. I was like, wow, yeah. It's McMahon, man. He's the one that saw it in me, and he, you know, saw something in me, and it worked. And we made good money off those action figures, and we made good money off those T-shirts, and that was his vision. Like, that's his vision. That people don't realize. That's him going. No one else saw this. It was him. That's why I said I'll always say nothing but nice things about it.
You know, that you know, it's just a blessing, to be honest, just to be able to travel the world and do whatever, you know, you love to do. And it's a blessing. I mean, that's for everybody. As Damien asked, PlayStation or Xbox, this might be the ultimate question here.
Lord Jesus. Hey, man, whoever made that last comment, bro, you so wrong.
That's juice. that was juice.
I didn't even read who wrote it.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I'm so glad about, you know, Jesus Christ. Wow. I don't. Yeah. Anyway, PlayStation or Xbox? PlayStation or Xbox?
PlayStation or Xbox?
Yeah.
Man. You know, I grew up a PlayStation kid. I mean, you know, I did. I had PlayStation. Dude, remember Twisted Metal?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
I'm an old school, like, video game player. I like my old school everything. I like my old school wrestling. I like my old school video games. You know what game I play more than anything is for Super Nintendo, NBA Jam.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. I still play it to this day. I can't stop playing it. I've been playing this game for 30 years, and I can't stop playing it. I love NBA Jam. But PlayStation, I used to love me some Twisted Metal, like Crash Bandicoot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yes. I'm just an old school guy like that, you know. So,
I still play my old wrestling games. I still play ECW Hardcore Revolution or Anarchy Rules, but
I still play No Mercy, the best video.
Yep, no.
Factuals.
And it's kind of funny that you say that, because Still have it.
I have it too, yeah.
Still have it. Still play it, and I still customize every single
best.
wrestler.
The best video game. I love doing the Stone Cold Stunner and that, the Rock Bottom, all that stuff. Like,
Oh man. Okay. James, wait, okay, let me read this. I'm getting excited here now. James, if you got to come back to WWE, would you team with Cody Rhodes?
I don't know. I mean, obviously I would, but I don't know how that would work. I mean, like, would the idea be I had a crush on Brandy and now I'm with Cody because that? Like, what would the idea be? But yeah, he's a great talent, of course. But I don't know how that would work. But yeah, Cody Rhodes. I think Cody Rhodes is going to do an outstanding job at WWE. I think he's coming back with a chip on his shoulder, a point to prove. He left there not being as big of a star as he is now. He went outside of WWE. He made a name for himself. He became a bigger name, and now he's coming back with a chip on his shoulder. And I can't wait to see what happens when he gets there.
I can't wait to
He
see
comes
what.
back and they change his name.
Oh God.
Nah,
Please. Oh God. Oh, God.
That was actually going to follow my next question. How do you feel about Vince McMahon changing character names? Like, I'm not going to repeat like Butch or I'm just using that one as an example.
That one's the worst ever, right? And I like. And
Butch, man, Butch.
That's just that's a kill shot, right? Like there's no way you get over being Butch. Like and it sucks because Pete Dunne's all of a talent, a great guy. Like I did a lot of shows with Pete Dunne. He's an awesome guy and very very. I wrestled him in Canada. We did believe it or not, the real thing. Look it up somewhere. It was a triple threat match. It was Pete Dunne versus James Ellsworth versus Austin Aries. The weirdest. The weirdest triple threat match of all time, but it was really good.
Hey, Austin Aries, that's a name. That's a name.
Oh, he's a terrific wrestler. But but so like I think a lot of times he changes people's names because he owns those names that he's coming up with. So I understand it from a business perspective. At the same time, I don't think it's. I mean, maybe I'm wrong because he's the genius and I'm not. But calling people Butch might not be the best thing.
I mean, do I have to say what they gave Walter?
I mean, Dewdrop ain't that much better either.
Dewdrop,
a weird name as it is. Like, I never really liked the name Walter. So Gunther, Walter, it's really the same to me. I don't like Eli Drake became L.A. Knight. I like the name L.A. Knight. I like that name.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked it too. Even though when I first came up with LA Knight, it was like I'm thinking of the LA Kings. I'm like, wait a minute, is he from Los Angeles?
No. Remember the movie Like Mike? The LA
Knights. Yeah, the LA Knights. Yes,
there you go.
The Knights win.
But so like Eli,
ain't they sneakers? LA Knights, ain't they sneakers? Old brand of sneaker back in the day that used to light up. I think they are.
Yeah.
My point is like L.A. Knight and Eli Drake aren't that different. Like it's kind of sound Eli Drake, L.A. Knight. It's still the same thing. Like Pete Dunne and Butch are two very different things. I'm not a fan of the Butch thing at all.
Well, I think we're all not a fan of it, but
I got another one.
What if that's how he comes up with it? It's by the syllables, because Pete, Butch, Piper, Dewdrop. I don't know.
Dewdrop. I like the name Dewdrop.
I mean,
that's like if you. That's like, oh God, don't no Happy Corbin, no. Look.
Baron Corbin.
I know Baron. I love Baron Corbin. Don't get me wrong, I love him, but I don't like the Happy.
But you're the one. No.
I don't. I don't. I like him better when he was Corporate Corbin. Lone Wolf, Corporate Corbin, or Bum Corbin.
Well, I think that's the gimmick. They're just going to change his name every now and then to something. Corporate Corbin, Baron Corbin, Happy Corbin. Like it's funny. I don't know. It's
thank you.
I'm just waiting for Evil Corbin. Give me evil Corbin. Give me evil Corbin.
Oh, you didn't hear
Or-
McGoolie.
What'd you say?
He gonna tag with Riddle. They're gonna change him to Stoner Corbin.
Yeah, something, you know, like there's a
Or
lot
shoot, give me this one, Sergeant Corbin. Sergeant Corbin is
of, you know,
cool.
come out in the army gimmick, you know,
Yeah,
Like, that could work.
Sergeant Corbin.
That
A
could work.
pig hut.
Could work.
It
All
could
right,
work.
That's pretty
All
fun.
right.
Okay, y'all, we got like a few minutes left. We got like 4 minutes. So do not be offended if we do not highlight your questions here. Okay, so we're gonna ask like maybe like 3 or 4 more. So Juice asks, this is Juice's final question. What's your favorite NFL team?
Oh, Baltimore Ravens, Lamar Jackson, number 8, you know.
Okay.
So,
I respect it.
Do you follow basketball?
oh yeah, I was watching. What game was I watching last night? NCAA, Arkansas and Vermont. Watching that last night.
Oh yeah, speaking of college basketball, Illinois won. Illinois
Yep.
won.
Illinois won. Thank God.
Illinois won.
Oh,
These brackets have been pretty messed up this year.
I only got like 4 wrong so far.
Oh, that's good.
oh God, did Ronda lose a tooth? Did Ronda lose a tooth?
Did she- oh man, the table broke. That's good.
Okay. How is it being in the ring with Becky Lynch when she put you in the disarmer? Oh wow, I forgot about that.
I loved working with Becky, and I knew Becky was going to become an even bigger star when I was working with her. She did lose a tooth. Oh my God, but yeah, like Becky has always been amazing, and I knew she was going to be the top woman in wrestling. Like when I was working with her, I said, "This girl is going to be such a star." I just knew it when I was working with her, and then she became such a big star. She main evented WrestleMania, when the first woman to do it, and I know Charlotte and Ronda were there too, but Becky did that. You know what I mean? Becky was the reason why they were there, because she got so over with the audience, and I'm not at all surprised or shocked on how popular she became.
And this is the final question. So for everybody that was answering, that put in questions in the chat, we appreciate that so much. We love each and every one of you for it. So Jamar Games, he got the final question of the night. His question is, who was your favorite WCW wrestler?
Well, just like that was known from WCW. That's a very good question, because I watched WCW the whole time they were around. Chris Jericho. Yeah,
Okay.
but Lionheart, But WCW, I was a Jericho-holic. WCW Monday Night Jericho, and it's crazy because he's like a friend now. I developed a friendship with him my time in WWE. And I'm wearing his Fozzy shirt. I just saw him a couple of weeks ago when they came to Baltimore to do Fozzy. But yeah, I was a Jericho-holic, and the man of the 1,004 holds when he was mocking Dean Malenko. And he would call Raven Raisin. He would call Dean Malenko Malenko. He would call Rey Mysterio Ron Mysterio, and then he'd call Bill Goldberg William Goldberg.
William Goldberg.
So entertaining. So entertaining.
Oh wow.
William Goldberg.
God, that is. I remember he called Raven Raisin. I'm like, really?
Well, my favorite was Dean Malenko. He'd call him Stinko Malenko. Yeah, man.
But y'all, that's funny. Special shout out guest to James Ellsworth. Thank you for being here on the show. We really, really do appreciate it.
Had a lot of fun chatting with you. Appreciate you guys. Stay cool. Stay safe. Take care. God bless. And remember, any man with 2 hands has a fighting chance, right?
Yes.
That's right.
That is a fact.
Thank you. I'm gonna go to
Thank
bed.
you, James.
Thank you for joining, James. Have a great evening.
James Ellsworth, you can follow him on Instagram. I believe I believe it's Twitter, Twitch. He has everything. And that's going to do it for another episode of the Ruthless Attitude Podcast. I have to say right now, last week was a tear moment, and I kid you not, if my girl was not over here watching, I'm going to cry again. So yeah, that's I might cry after when we get off camera and because y'all just don't know. I mean, it's like what Dub said it's like what Dub said last week. It's a blessing to do this show. We're 17 episodes in, and we had about 2 people, one that was in the independents and now, no one outside of the business. And then we had a former WWE superstar and, of James Ellsworth. What could be next? Legends. Like there is a lot of people I would love to bring on the show.
I'm working on it.
Possibilities are
like Renee Michelle. Like y'all know, I love Renee Michelle. I would love to have Lance Storm on the show. I would love to have Layla on the show.
I'm working on it, Goolie.
I know, but the one I would love to meet because I believe it's so overdue. I would love to have a one-on-one with Victoria.
I actually met her, so that'd be kind of cool.
I've met Victoria too, and I will have that autograph picture that I took of her on there. 2 of them.
Picture on my Facebook, so I'll work on it.
But yeah, guys, we like to thank each and every one of you. We love to thank each and every one of you. Everybody in the chat, from Juice, Prince Sean, Earl, Christina. And Juice, you really had to bring up that comment.
One day we're gonna have to get Dub to do the actual entrance as we going out.
Yes. Yeah, we got to. It's just beautiful. It's just very, very beautiful, guys. You just don't.
But hey, let me just say something real quick. Let me just say something. Wow. This is a moment, guys, I'm never going to forget. And wow, just a matter of fact, I've been on Spotlight Sports Network for a little over a year now, and I got to interview James Ellsworth, Vince Series, Bo
Kimball.
Bo Kimball. I was going to say Bo Jackson. I don't know why, but Bo Kimball, Spencer Hodge, the list goes on and on. I mean, this is just great. I'm having
Media
fun.
Day.
Yeah, Media Day, Van Jefferson, Eli Apple, who just got a new contract.
Like for me, I've met wrestlers. I've met Victoria. I've met Kevin Nash. I've met Gohan. I've met
I met McMahon. I met Vince McMahon.
Yep, I met Gohan. I've met dang near all the Power Rangers except for 2, Aisha and Kimberly. That's who I'm missing. Once I get them, it's a wrap. My whole Mighty Morphin Power Ranger autograph is complete. I've had autographs from Layla L that is right over here on the side. Over here, there's a lot. It's just been a blessing. And you know what? It's because of you guys in the chat and everybody here on the panel. Our music director, Dub, who works very, very hard. Can't wait for the album to drop. And trust me, we are going to be promoting the heck out of that. Dub deserves it. Dub deserves it. His beats are cold. His lyrics are cold.
Right. If y'all don't know Dub, he does. I heard you want the news. That's him. That's him down there.
That's gonna be stuck in my head now.
The album's almost done. I really got like 2.5 songs left to do.
Okay.
So, we got that. Special shout out to Key. I don't know if she's gonna cam up for this because Key, I've known. Key, I've known you for about it looked like I've known you for about 3 to 4 years, but it feels like I've known you forever.
Right.
She like the big sister. She like the big sister. Not Baby D big sister, but she's just the sister.
Wait, where's D?
He's on a conference call.
D's on a conference call. And you know what, D, big shout outs to him. Oh man, it's just about shout outs to everybody here on the Spotlight Sports Network. We've gained people, we've lost people, but this network still keeps going strong. And I know we're 4 minutes over our normal time, and that's where we're going to end it here.
We own it.
We own it. Yeah,
that's true. There's no other show on.
There's no other show on. So, it's just, screw it. It's all shout out. It's all love. It's all nothing but love. And let me see. I'm about to go to the NBA Network because I know my Bulls are probably getting demolished by Dub's Phoenix Suns because Chicago can't win a game for
Sixers
them.
beat the Mavs. Sixers beat the Mavs.
Let's go.
Oh God, what's the score? What's the score?
Bro, the game ain't even started yet.
Bro, I still feel like we losing by 30.
The game ain't even started yet.
Bro, we losing by 30. We're losing by 30.
And just shout out to Illinois for the comeback victory.
Thank God, because I swear I was going to rip them a new act. Me and Key would have to go behind the scenes. I would have to pull a full urinating tree video on Illinois.
Oh shit!
Because like,
because
they haven't been relevant in the last 25 years, and then you use something, and then you're back to being irrelevant.
Mitch is winning 220.
Let's go.
Dog, I need somebody to lose. I might be able to catch up. But it's really
man, Jake is beating me. Jake is beating me.
No, we're not talking about the basketball. We're talking about the
the fantasy March Madness.
About the bracket.
Oh, the bracket.
I'm winning it.
Hey guys, next Monday is March 28th. I will be turning 28. Hey, welcome to the 28 Club.
Happy early birthday.
I'm still
early birthday.
27.
I remember when I was 28.
Me too.
Good times.
Good time, anytime you be a baby. Good time. Okay, yes, I'm sorry. I had to.
Bro, it's really March, bro. I turned 30 in like 4 months.
Oh my God.
The dirty 30. I've been in it for 8 years now.
I'm gonna tell you now, I got 2 more years till I hit started.
I got 2 and a half. I got 2 in like 4 months.
Both me and Miss and Ghoulie girlfriend back there, we about to be hitting 30 in the next 2 years.
Girlfriend. I can't Ghoulie.
Well, what? I can't call her Mrs. Ghoulie there until I got that ring.
This is true.
So yes, that's Ghoulie girlfriend for now.
She like wears it now.
Shoot. Look, don't you start with me, Mr. 69 action figure. Don't you start.
On that note, it's time to go. It's time to go because in about 5 minutes, it's going to be Mitch's bedtime. Even though he goes to bed early, he goes to bed the same night, and it's a Friday. He should stay up, but he not. He got to go to bed in about 52 minutes.
Mitch,
what?
Would you come to a studio session?
Yeah.
Would you stay the whole night?
Probably not.
Give him a couch.
I respect the honesty. I respect the honesty.
Bro, no. Mitch gonna be sitting like what's his name from Doc off of Def Jam Fight for New York, just sleeping on the whole entire couch. Then gonna wake up when shit get real. I'm like, what? Damn.
Hey, the
Mitch, we love you,
fact
buddy.
that I got James Ellsworth to come on.
Yeah, that's a plus.
I'm just saying here, just calm it down with that, and maybe I'll stop. Who knows?
Well, we appreciate you bringing James, but you know the 69 joke is funny.
That's gonna be me. I just tweeted that my back book was at that number.
Oh my God! Oh no, I'm shocked you didn't see this in AEW. There was a 69 poster on AEW.
I saw that. I saw that.
Something about Thunder Rosa 69.
Speaking of Thunder, because I remember you was
she vacated the belt.
No. That was a different belt.
What belt did she vacated?
I think it was Woman Warrior. Something like that. It was a different promotion. She was a champion in a different promotion. She vacated that belt so she can continue doing the AEW joint.
I thought she was there. Okay. God damn it.
Right. It was I think it was like an indie promotion that she was a champion in.
Oh, okay.
She had to vacate that one.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense because you're gonna be on the road. And speaking of Thunder Rosa, congrats to her. She deserves it.
Even though
she really does.
Had to get rid of it. I mean,
Britt. Now the question is, what's next for Britt Baker?
Champion.
No.
Yeah.
No. Out of all the greatest women's, whoever hold the belt the best, Akira Shida had the best run so far. I mean, Britt Baker's reign was good, but there were so many Seth Rollins moments. Like she had to get help from the outside to retain that belt.
I mean, same thing with Roman Reigns.
True, but But it's more entertaining when it's Roman.
What?
It's more entertaining. It insists upon itself. I'm gonna go Family Guy on you. It insists upon itself.
I'm just waiting for Jay to transition from TBS champion to women's champion. That's all I'm waiting.
God, yes, you know what's coming.
That's all I'm waiting on.
I have this funny feeling that Nia Jax is gonna go to AEW and they're gonna do Nia Jax versus Jay Cargill.
No, it's
The
going to be
TBS.
Ember Moon. I'm waiting for
Athena. Oh, bro. Oh, I would lose it. I would lose it. Take all my money. And with that being said,
one last thing. I'm sorry. Thank God I'm on the thumbnail now.
Right? Shoot. Both you and Dub are finally on the thumbnail.
You're on the thumbnail. I just have to take Ellsworth off, and then yes, you'll be on the thumbnail.
Yes, that is now going to be the new official thumbnail.
Mama, I made it.
Let me tell you how long it took me to find that picture, bro. Because I barely have any pictures of me after I cut my hair.
Oh my God. I was low-key gonna say, Dub, please put the picture with you. Bro, this man had dreads.
Bro.
This man had dreads.
And after I cut him, I didn't really like take pictures like that because I was doing other stuff. And he was like, yeah, Key said she needed a picture so she could put it in there. I was like, huh?
All right. We're 11 minutes over.
All right. Hey, who cares? We own this shit.
That is true.
Run the bill up.
But with that being said, you know what? With that being said, we love each and every one of you. Key, take us home, would you?
Yes, sir. Make sure y'all comment, like, and subscribe to the channels. Everybody up here, whether it's Mitch, Mini, Orange Cassidy.
How come there's no nickname for Robert? I mean, what the hell?
Y'all already know who Goolie is. Make sure y'all subscribe. The links are in the description, y'all. So we about to be out of here.
And let's leave it up with the too sweet for Sky Hall. Too sweet it up, baby.
Hey, yo. We out of here.
Too
Love, peace, and hair grease.
I heard they want the news. Well, we got it just for you. What's your team? Who your player? Who your crew? I heard they want the news. The spotlight is on you, and if you in the hot seat, it's times two. I heard they want the news. Come tune in to the crew, but we got the hook up just like black and blue. I heard they want the news. Spotlight Sports, what it do? Hit subscribe and that like button too. I heard they want the news.
Da-na-na-na.